Here with UT Martin's Beach volleyball coach Jaclynn Wilson in her seventh season with the Skyhawks. Team has picked to finish first. Coach, last year team made it to the NCAA championships for a second straight year. How does that motivate your squad going into this season? And has the success, kind of changed the expectations of the program?
Undoubtedly. I mean, I think you hear success breeds success, and the expectation to win is there. I mean, we've winning championships, getting the opportunity to play at the NCAA. You want nothing less than that. However, I think that success can create comfort, and I think the last place our team needs to be right now is in a state of comfort. And if we get comfortable, we're going to get in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. I think, the competition across the conference is up this year, and we're going to be challenged more than we've ever been challenged. So our focus is really on not riding the coattails of the success that we've had, but focusing on what it takes, to get that success and feel that, and just putting our heads down and being willing to work in conditions that others aren't.
So you talk about that just a little bit, and we're going to try and reach out a little bit more because we would like to hear more about your general thoughts on the upcoming season and those extra steps that you would like to see your team take.
Yeah. But goodness, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at our schedule. It's extremely difficult. We are loaded up this year, and, we're excited about that, but, we are going to have challenges and some growing pains along the way. But the goal and, the steps that I'd like to see my team take are, whether it's every day at practice and or every competition opportunity that we have, to use that to grow, to use that to get better. And, especially here early on, help us to prepare for conference play. So, thoughts on the year. I have no idea where we're going to be come conference play, because our schedule is extremely difficult. But we're excited for the opportunity to play some of the top teams and also use that to help us prepare.
So I'm going to dive into that schedule a little bit more, and talk a little bit about it. And you see a trip down to Birmingham. You play a UAB. You play a Florida Atlantic team who's very well known for being at the NCAA tournament. Then you make a trip down to Corpus Christi, and you actually face a team that you've squared off against at the NCAA tournaments with Texas A&M Corpus Christi. So, how exciting is that to start putting in? Last year you actually had taken a step, a couple wins over some ranked teams. How exciting is it for your team to be put in those situations again and start building? And what are your philosophies a little bit about that schedule making?
Yeah, I mean, we're excited for all the opportunities. We also have South Carolina in there, who ended in the top 20. I think there's around 4 to 6 teams on our schedule that ended in the top 20 and or we're at the NCAA tournament. So we are definitely excited for the opportunity. I do think we had a couple great wins last year, and I was really proud of those wins against ranked teams. However, because of our success last year and, receiving votes in the top 20 and having a couple upsets, I don't think we're going to be as overlooked. And I think some of these better teams are going to be more prepared for us, which is going to, present even more challenges. But we're excited. You talk about Corpus Christi. They are a phenomenal program, one of the top in the nation. Gail, she just does a phenomenal job with that program. And we're excited to go out there and play. Last year at NCAAs, we were right there on the water, and we played Corpus Christi in that first round. And you can tell they play on the water, and they're used to that wind coming off. And so we're excited for that opportunity as well, to play in some elements that, we're not as exposed to in our region here. So, but yeah, while we're there, we play Texas, we play UTEP, we play Stephen F. Austin, and those programs are all, very, very respectable, very strong. You mentioned going to UAB, playing Florida Atlantic. We go to South Carolina. We're playing a lot of really strong competition. UNA, I think, is a really strong program as well. So we've got, a tough road ahead, but we're very excited for the opportunities.
Well, Coach, what are some of the things that you like most about your team this season, and what are some of their strengths?
Goodness, what do I like most about my team? You're probably talking volleyball, but what I like most about my team are the people in this program. We're just really, really proud of the personnel we have. I love these girls. I love what they represent. Um, just as people, their families. We've really created a family culture here, and I'm very grateful for that. But if we're talking volleyball, beach volleyball specifically, the thing that I've seen the most since we've been back this spring is their relentlessness. I think their efforts, I'm always year in and year out pretty proud of, and we try to set that standard. But I think, as the season progresses, we tend to see teams turn and watch or turn and look. And I feel like our girls are turning and pushing and turning and trying, whether they get a touch and then the next time they make the play. And I'm just really proud of that. And to see that every day in practice speaks a lot about the people they are.
You have three players that are on the OVC preseason top 10, led by Dylan Mott. Tell us a little bit more about your squad and some of your pairings. Most of your pairings are going to be new. I know you still have a potential of Polino and Valle being together, who went like 23-4 last season. Kind of talk about the mixture that you have coming in this season.
Yeah, really proud of the three girls that were recognized. I think we have two or three more that were deserving. And I'm very happy for them for being recognized. We talk a lot about personal accolades are nice. And again, I'm very proud of them and happy for them to be recognized. But we really try to focus on team success and, championships. Those are earned. So very excited for those. And again, I think a couple more were deserving, but it's a short list of 10. And I think everybody who made it was deserving. But excited to kind of focus on that team piece. You mentioned not seeing many of the same pairs. Right now, you're not going to see any. So, Jenna and Hay had a great run last year, had a great season together. However, we're kind of going in a different direction this year. Now, that doesn't mean things might change and it may shift back in that direction. But, we have shook things up a little bit over here, and it's all new pairings, which I think is going to cause some growing pains. And, I think if they're really committed to those pairings and we're really focused on kind of digging in, sinking in where we are, we can have a lot of success. But I just think that along the way, we're definitely going to have some growing pains because it is all new. And you're going to see a lot of new faces. I mean, we lost a couple starters, and we had an injury, a surgery. We've got a few that just a different team, and a couple freshmen who are going to be in a top 5 pair, and together at that. Right now we've got a couple freshmen together, and I don't think we've had a freshman in a top 5 pair in the last couple of years. So it's exciting, it's fresh, but it's definitely a new team, different team.
Coach, if there was one thing that you feel that your team needs to, win a third straight OVC championship, or even move on and earn a win at the NCAA tournament, what would that be?
It's a good one. I think really focusing, I keep talking about team, and I think sometimes, similar to tennis and some of the individual sports, but like individual play, but team sports, it can be easy to, pull and feel divided. And I think our team really, really needs to sink in and be focused on the team as a whole. And in the last couple of years that we've won championships, I feel the majority of the year we've had to lean pretty heavy on 2 or 3 pairs to, make sure like they're expected to get the wins every time. And I think that's going to be different this year. I think top to bottom, as a team, we are going to have to lean on everybody, and it's going to be, day to day, who's going to have success. And I think for our team as a whole to have success, we're just going to have to lean on everybody.
Well, Coach, we definitely appreciate your time, and we wish you the best of luck this season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.